This guy is a comic out of Los Angeles, California. La La Land. He was doing some shows in the area, wanted to do some time here, so I said, okay, that's the kind of guy I am. He goes by the name of Omid Singh. Give it up for Omid.
Yeah, get up for Brian, everybody. Brian. I am 9/11, not 7/11, so it's funny. I'm kidding. It's a callback to Tyler, the only Indian guy named Tyler I've ever seen before in my life. What's up, everybody? Fantastic. Thank you. One person. In a white shirt. Appreciate it. It's very nice. The racial tension in this room, my God, it's like the 60s Alabama is what it feels like in this room. It's crazy.
It's the president's fault.
It's president's fault? Which president's fault? Who's the president? Obama? It's the president's fault? How does it, what? That's the most random fucked up thing I've ever heard you say, Mustache. The president's fault? How could it possibly be the president's fault? He's not from Michigan. He's not here right now.
No. He's Obama's brother.
Who's Obama's brother? No, you can't just say he's Obama's brother and then look at me and go, I'm not going to continue that sentence.
He's just stalling because he doesn't have any jokes.
It's true. Like how he puts his dick in your mouth later tonight. He's just stalling because he doesn't want to fuck you later. Because the STD's down there, it's pretty tough. Was I wrong? I don't think I was wrong. No, my name's Omid. I'm a clean comedian. I only talk about bleached assholes. Thank you. I'm happy to be here. I'm single, duh. Been single for the last year and a half now because I'm still sleeping with my ex-girlfriend. And I don't want to mess that up. We both live in Los Angeles. We picked our actors that it's okay to sleep with if we get the chance. It's a very LA thing to do. She picked Ryan Gosling. It's a good choice. I picked the girl in our building who's an extra on Gossip Girl. I won. We used to have sex Indian style. It's when you're wearing socks and sandals and your parents are in the other room. She used to love it when I spoke Hindi to her in the bedroom. That's our language. She'd be like, whoa, baby, say something in Hindi. I'm like, all right. 209 for regular unleaded. She's like, oh my God. That is sexy. Not a scary brown person, just a hairy one. I shaved this morning. This is what happens. It's instant. Covered in fur. Except for right here. God was very cruel. He was like, this? Super important. Fuck this. This will build character someday. What'd you say? Anytime you say something, I'm going to ask you what you said. Because it's
Thigh marks?
Is that side marks?
Thigh marks.
Thigh marks? This is not a thigh, so this is a back. Oh, this is thigh marks? You don't just make any sense, do you? No, you just say whatever comes in that brain of yours? Man.
Just like you do.
No, I came prepared, actually. Practice this stuff. These are jokes.
I know.
You're just going off comments you read on Facebook. If you're like, you're just...
I don't read it on Facebook.
No, you can't read. Of course you can. Why would you try to read anything? What do you do for a living?
Your mom.
Oh, good one. Good one, unemployed. That's really fun. Are you a parole officer? You look like a parole officer.
No, she's a lot of them.
She sleeps with a lot of parole officers? Can you tell your dad to shut the fuck up, please? This is so random. God damn. Your two brothers aren't even saying shit. You guys are twins? That's cool. The first word he says, twins! So funny. Man, this is one.
Best one.
This is like, who is?
No, the comedian show.
This is the best comedy show you
I've
ever
been in the
did?
Bob one and it was alright, but this one's better.
Thanks, man. I know. Give it up for all the comics you saw tonight, everybody.
Not my
Right?
dad.
Give it up for all the comics you saw. 2 Indian people in Michigan. I never thought that would happen. That's pretty interesting. Franchise? Yeah, we're gonna open a 7-Eleven together. It's gonna be great. I'll work mornings, he'll work nights. It's gonna be great. We'll see you all there. I'm sure you guys all shop there, so it's great. I don't do scary things when I fly a lot. I don't do scary things when I go to the airport anymore, but I do like to see how far I can walk away from my luggage. That's a fun game I like to play. 5 gates. That's how far I can go. It's my record. I was on a plane recently, and I was not the scariest person on the plane. The pilot was. We were flying from Seattle down to Los Angeles. Halfway through the flight, the pilot gets on the intercom, and he goes, "We're gonna have to land the plane in San Francisco. We're out of fuel." That's all he said. That was his whole announcement. So nonchalant, like we just ran out of peanuts. Immediately, the lady sitting next to me, she turns to me and goes, "This is bullshit. The pilot is going to land the plane early. I have a connector. If he lands the plane in San Francisco, I'm going to miss my connecting flight, and this is going to ruin my entire day." I turned back to her. I was like, "Yo, the pilot just said that we're out of fuel. That's the best reason ever to land a plane that we are on, is because it's out of fuel. If he doesn't land the plane right now, you're gonna miss the connection to the rest of your life." 20 minutes later, though, pilot gets back on the intercom and he goes, "You know what? We're gonna go for it." That's what a pilot said. On a plane. We're gonna go for it. As if this turned into some 4th and goal situation. And he thinks he can take us to the playoffs next week. Immediately, everybody on the plane, they started cheering for him. They're like, "Yay! He's gonna go for it!" That's the only time I ever thought about hijacking a plane. Just cashing in all my brown points. Bum rushing that cockpit. Be like, "You land this plane right now." You just read the news the next day. Terrorist saves 200 lives. One clap. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Oh, and a couple of you now? We're all on this team? Yeah. You guys are chill. It's pretty good. There's a bunch of ants running around here. It's kind of crazy. I'm not talking about you guys in the front. I'm talking about ants running around. What else is happening? Are you guys just shop at Target? Anybody shop at Target? If you're cool though, what do you call Target? Target. Exactly. You make anything sound French, it's 100 times cooler. Let me give you an example. Hey, tonight I'm staying at the Motel 6. Oh, you're poor. That sounds awful. Let's Frenchitize it. Hey, tonight I'm staying at the Chateau des Seix. Oh, fuck. You're getting laid at a Chateau des Seix. I was in the Target and I pulled into the checkout line when all of a sudden this huge woman, I'm talking a good like 2,600 pounds, came up behind me, tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Excuse me, I was about to pay." Before I could say anything, I was just going to move out of the way. I was so scared she was going to think I was a chocolate bar and that she was going to take a bite out of me. But before I could say anything, she goes, "How stupid are you?" And that's what made me freeze. Then she said this next thing. "How stupid are your people?" That's when I was like, oh my god, I'm about to put a jihad on this bitch. I know I just said jihad, but you have nothing to worry about. I'm half Indian, half Iranian. The worst I can do to you guys is like teach you some yoga and take you on a magic carpet ride. But she didn't know that. Visually, the best way I can describe this woman, do you guys know who Bowser is from Mario? She looked like Bowser. She was green, she had horns, and she kept yelling at me. 2 minutes of a random person yelling at you in a public place is a long, long time. People in Target have stopped what they're doing and have formed a little UFC ring around Bowser and I. And I haven't said a single word to her yet. I didn't want to waste this opportunity with like a, "You're mean," and like walk away. I wanted to think of something good. So finally she gives me the opportunity. She goes, "So, what do you have to say for yourself?" I paused, I looked her dead in the eyes, and I went, "I'm sorry." And everybody thought she was yelling at a deaf person. She ended up paying for my stuff. But what I was buying was a bunch of CDs. So she really didn't understand the whole me being deaf thing and buying music. So I guess I went on all levels. I'm not like that last guy. I'm going to pull my book out right away because I got shit here that I want to tell you guys about. Because you only come to Grand Rapids once when you're brown, am I right? None of you guys are going to be around here. I got a feeling you've killed one or two of me before. Oh, too real? Oh, I had to break up with a girl recently, and I did it at the park because I'm a baller. And after the breakup, I was like, hey, you want to throw this frisbee around? She's like, yeah, sure. And then we threw the frisbee around, and then we got further and further away. And then one time she took the frisbee and she threw it in the opposite direction of me, and I was like, I don't even need to get that anymore. And then I just went home. And that's what I been traveling the country a lot. I don't believe in white privilege anymore, especially after seeing the four of you. But I do believe in privilege, and I think the easiest way you can tell if someone's privileged is if they don't eat their pizza crust. If you can eat a whole slice of pizza and be down the last 3 bites, look at it and go, fuck this. Give me a whole new piece. Probably privileged. A lot of guys, I'm attracted to funny women. That's what I like. I think I just want I want to date like a female comedian. I think a lot of guys want to fuck female comedians because most female comedians are women. I think that's what it is. I like that one too. I'm from LA, so it's weird seeing dogs without clothes on now. Anywhere else I go, I would put a shirt on. Come on, we're out in public right now, dogs. There's so many. I was on a plane recently. You know, back in the day, 90s comedians probably used to complain about like there being a lot of babies on planes. I was on a flight recently. There was just 15 Asian babies on this flight with their owners and handlers or whatever. But like, it wasn't just like 15 Asian babies. But it was like these 15 crying Asian babies. Like they wouldn't just. And they were synced up. So like one baby would cry, and then when it had to breathe, another baby would start crying. So there was no break in it. It was just all the way to Washington, D.C. from LA. It was crazy. And I found out what the reason why these babies were crying is because the parents were ignoring the children, because you gotta let the baby cry it out. If you ignore them, then they're gonna learn how to not cry. Oh, genius parenting. This is just fucking smart. I think if we're gonna go all the way with this, we want to ignore these babies, let's put them in the overhead rack. I think that's how we fucking ignore these babies. Huh? Am I right? Anybody on board with that? Anybody on board? Asian babies, overhead racks. Asian babies, overhead I think you can compare a lot of the domestic airlines to, oh, thanks for coming to the show, guys. Welcome. Perfect timing. You can compare a lot of the flights, you can compare a lot of the airlines to domestic beers. Like Delta is like Miller High Life, and then American is like PBR, and then United is just Bud Light Lime you find in a trash can. That's all that it is. Anybody ever fly United? Nobody? You guys are all local? That's cool. People running for president right now, don't really give a fuck. Anybody really care? Wait, actually better question, anybody not give a fuck about people running for president? Anybody old enough to know that it's bullshit? Anybody understand? Foreign people know that this is all bullshit. You know, people get taken over and murdered all the fucking time. It doesn't matter who wins, votes, and shit like that. That shit doesn't matter in the slightest. It's all just a fucking game of like, you know, in Vegas where they like have a cup and they're like, oh, where's the ball? Where's the ball? That's presidencies. That's pretty much what it is. But I'm waiting for the first presidential candidate to be like, yeah, we're gonna ban parking lot tickets. That's what we're gonna do. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna listen to what this guy fucking has to say. That's good. Ban parking lot tickets and no more airline change fees. Oh, okay, I'll listen to you. What do you got? You guys are with me for like 30%, and then for 70 of it, you're just like, work for it, fucking faggot. People like to come up to me, I tell them that I'm a comedian, like, what do you do? And I'm like, oh, I'm a comedian. And they're like, oh, you don't look like a comedian, which is just a nice way of saying I'm not famous. That's pretty much what they're saying. See, you guys like, ha. That's as funny as it's getting? That's it? Man, I feel like we're gonna fuck later. I don't know why. Just get this tension out of us, am I right? What'd you say? Keep dreaming? I don't need to dream, it's gonna be reality. I'm staying at this hotel. Literally like 10 steps away. I'm not telling you. What, the twins?
Pull a train at you.
Oh. Is that how they did to you when you were a kid? I'm sorry, sir. That's sad.
Well, they're my kids.
It's an inside joke.
Yeah, I know. Inside joke, right? Just don't fuck with me. I don't know why you're fucking with me. I came all the way
We
here.
haven't been lined up to party something.
I know, it's pretty fun, right? We'll never see each other again. It's pretty nice.
You'll be out in LA with all the gays,
Yeah, all the gays. And the blacks, and the Mexicans, and the food, and
Puerto
like
Ricans,
Puerto Ricans,
the
yeah.
Mexicans, and
You stay here with the twins and the, whatever this girl is to you, whoever you bought from some other state. That's great. It's not your sister. I don't know what's
my
happening.
employee.
Yeah, I bet she is. She keeps you out of jail, I think, probably. You're just probably not used to a brown person talking to you for this long, so it's understandable. Yeah, no.
Usually have them trained better.
Usually have him trained better. Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Usually has him trained better. No, come on, it's a comedy show.
Exactly.
I know, it's pretty funny. But racist, but funny. You know what it is about white people? You know why white people think they can say anything? It's because there's no word you can call a white person to make them mad. Every other culture, every other creed, there's a word you can call us to make us mad, except for white people. And I think I came up with it. You want to get a white person mad? Call them Mexican. They go crazy. Like, you fucking Mexican. They're like, whoa! Where did that come from? Don't fuck with me. Oh, man. All right, a couple more and then I'm out of here.
How come you're not picking on the two guys over here that are closer?
Because they're nice. They haven't said anything mean to me yet. This guy, the first thing he said was something.
Was that in
Of
Spanish?
course I can't remember. I don't need to remember. I don't want to remember you at all, sir. I'm like your ex-wife. I don't want to remember anything to do with you. I don't want to have anything to do with you. I'm pretending you're not here. Trying to lose some weight. My friend told me to take Krav Maga. Have you heard of this? It's like Israeli self-defense. It's like karate for Jews. But I'm not Israeli. I'm Indian, so I want to know what the Indian version is. I bet it's just a lot of like no. We're closed. You know. I was in New York, and while I was there, I went to the gym. Gone to the gym 6 times now. I think I'm done. Nothing's changed. Why go back? I finished at the gym, and I went to the subway station, and I saw my train coming, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna make you, train. I'm gonna get on this train. Swipe my little card, start running towards the train, and the doors started to close. This is when I decided to use my nice Indian brain right here and come up with a plan as to how I'm gonna get on to this train. This is what I came up with. I'm gonna take my gym bag, I'm gonna fling it. It's gonna get stuck between the doors. The doors aren't gonna close, they're gonna open, and I'm gonna walk on this train like a boss. That was the plan. This is what actually happened. I took my gym bag, I flung it. In the plan, I wanted to hold on to my bag. But because of the momentum, I kinda let go. And my bag went into the train, the doors closed, and I didn't make it onto the train. For those of you who aren't following along yet,
You never went to the
a sweaty Arab just ran up to a train, took a black duffel bag, threw it onto a train,
I was wondering if you were
and let the doors close in front of him. So now I'm standing outside the train going, no! Which, if you can't read what I'm saying, looks a lot like Allah! Hey, you guys have been great. Thank you very much. My name's Omid Singh.